It ain't coffee.
Yeah, it is. It's definitely coffee.
With what? Did you just get that?
Oh no, I got a couple hours. Well, like 2 hours ago.
Oh. Oh man. Man, you've been doing big things though.
I have not. Stop. Don't do that.
Where did you find the drinks?
Those, it just came up. So like, I swear to freaking God, my phone listens to me like when it comes to Facebook because like.
Oh yeah.
So like an hour or two before, I had like tried peach, like Pepsi peach for the first time. Mm-hmm. And not even like I said, a couple hours later, here comes this Facebook thing about this peach mango ginger ale.
Yeah.
And so like I had to try it because why not? So yeah.
Was it good?
Mm-hmm.
For real? Like, is it like good mixing? You think it would be good mix?
It probably would be a good mix.
Yeah.
But I haven't tried mixing it. But like, it's not like overly sweet like drinks here. So like so I'll give it like an 8 out of 10, and it's just because like the flavors is a little like bland, but like overall it's really good. It's just I'm not. It's
interesting that you say that. We're gonna just do this different. Thank you and welcome to the Carolina Otaku Podcast. You guys caught us in the middle of a conversation about Lexi's recent purchase. We are talking about was it Canada Dry?
Yeah, Canada Dry peach mango.
Yeah, peach mango. And I was in Big Lots yesterday. And I saw some peach ginger beer.
I don't like
made by a company called Gosling.
Mm-hmm.
Can I tell you that is the sweetest? Look, I like ginger beer because it gives me like that peppery taste, and I like to feel that in my nose. I love that. So I bought it, and I was like, this is the sweetest ginger beer I've ever had in my life. And I've had like Reed's. Reed's has always been my go-to. There was there's another one that I enjoy. I forgot the brand of it, but they use like cane sugar. And when I read the ingredients on this Gosling one, it had the high fructose corn syrup shit.
That's why.
And I was like, oh man, this is garbage. And I don't know. So I've been trying to see if they make one with like sugar, like real sugar in it, and instead of the high fructose. Yeah, it's interesting. Like I love a good ginger beer, and it's because I like to mix it with like gin and shit like that. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's funny that you got something peachy. That's what's up. But as you guys know, I'm here with my co-host
Lexi.
And like I said, you guys caught us in the kind of in the middle of a conversation. Lexi made a post and it was pink and orangey, and I was like, "Oh, what is that?" Okay, and I saw it. I was like, "Oh shit, what is that? What is that?" But this also kind of brings up how everything listens to us, and basically will know what you want like immediately. Like it did the same thing. What's the last thing I bought off? Oh, I wanted to buy like overalls, right? And Instagram is like showing me like all these like hipster like fucking modern, really like fashionable overall type shit, knowing I damn sure can't fit them, right? And And I'm like, my nigga, I'm just gonna go to Walmart and just buy some fucking
Some
Dickies
old
or
overalls.
some Cartwrights or something like that. You know, like Carhartts or
It gets
whatever.
me all
And
the time. I hate it. It did it today. It did it today. So like I was on Facebook and they brought up an ad for Jones Soda. Not just any Jones Soda, the freaking Nuka-Cola Jones Soda. So guess what I ended up ordering? A 4-pack of those, which will be here in a couple days. But like,
wow.
stop it. Stop it. Okay. Like you're getting my money and I hate it. But it's
You know
so
what's crazy?
big.
I've been playing a lot more Fallout 76, like a lot more, damn near every day. And the Nuka-Cola shit is pretty expansive. Like I didn't know there were so many different Nuka, like orange,
Great.
cherry,
Like I knew there's Nuka Cherry and there's the
quantum,
Quantum
yeah,
and there's like
dark,
the dark,
which is like alcoholic.
yes.
Yeah,
And these are ones they've actually have made, but
yeah.
like then in 76 they have like grape and orange
Mm-hmm.
and a bunch of different ones. And they're actually supposed to be making those and releasing those, I think later on this year. Like they did a run of them and I missed it. So I think they're doing another run, but there's so many of them.
Yeah, definitely. For sure, for sure. I was like, oh shit, okay. That's what's up. Um, but speaking of gaming and stuff, have you been playing anything lately?
No, I haven't gamed in like over a week.
Oof. Oof. Nah, I understand that. Like I said, I just been playing Fallout Division had a update, I think last week and all that stuff. But I haven't been playing too much of it. Not like that. But I've been playing Fallout, the new update
DLC?
on that. Yeah, it's not bad. Um Honestly, it'll scare the fuck out of you. It really will. Because I'm not gonna tell you. But when you get to it, you'll get to it. You'll see why.
Okay.
But yeah. What have you been up to just lately in general?
Oh my god, pouring so much money into this Tesla. Oh my god. That's
You don't
crazy.
have to.
No, I have to. This wasn't something that was optional. So like if you ever get a Tesla, there's so much that you gotta like realize before you get a Tesla. Like that's just anyways, I should probably make a video about like things I wish I knew before I got it. But anyways, so in the state that I live in, because Tesla cannot do business here as far as like a car company, I have to go do my own self-registration and they have to send
Oh.
you a packet. So yeah, you know about this, right? So yeah, me and
Oh
him was
shit.
texting about it, but so Tesla has to send you a registration packet. And
Mm.
like they took mad long getting me this packet. Like
All right.
in North Carolina, the tag is only for 30 days. I'm like, here it's 45. So like they didn't send me the paperwork until like the 27th or 26th day. And so my tag was supposed to expire that Sunday. I didn't get my paperwork till that Thursday. So I had to literally take off work for a bit and be like, hey, I gotta go register my car before my tag expires, right? So I had to go to the tax office and register, like pay my taxes first. I don't have any kids, but out of $874, 65 of it went to the schools. So that was,
Makes sense.
yeah, it makes sense. I don't have kids though. So I'm like, I hate it. So, anyways, I get it. You know, kids are our future, whatever. But so I had to pay
Nah.
that. And then, okay, after that, I had to get my tax. So I had to go to the DMV. DMV was like line out the ass because their social security verification system went down.
Mm.
And so that had nothing to do with tax, but just everybody was stuck in line waiting if you were getting like license or whatever. So finally got that done. That took like another hour and a half, and then I had to pay another fee for it being an EV. There's $160 fee for it every 2 years that I have to pay because we don't have gas taxes. We don't have gas, so that was like $1,000 for getting my car registered and set up here. And then I had to put it in the shop this week to get it wrapped because I want to wrap. This is like first time I'm wrapping a car, but I'm wrapping it, and that was like $3K to wrap the car. So
how'd you find the person?
looking around, yeah. He was like, find somebody on Marketplace to do it. I'm like, fuck no.
Um,
Uh,
look,
because
you the
no,
only thing.
no. He wants me to take like a $60,000 car to someone's like little garage and let them like work on it. And I'm just like, no, like I'm
Some
obviously gonna take it to a business in case something happens. And like,
sometimes, look, I know whatever. I don't give a fuck. Sometimes you just got to give that motherfucker a chance. You really, sometimes you just have to give that one motherfucker a chance to actually like show that he can actually do shit,
yeah,
and
that's
then he can
cool.
get started.
Not me. I'm not.
Not
I'm
with
not gonna
me.
be.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna be that. I'm not gonna be that guinea pig. I'm sorry.
I'm just saying. It. I don't know.
Oh, I didn't tell you what happened today, though. Either one more thing. So, like,
Is that why you sent me that picture?
of what?
The cameras.
Yeah. So he messaged me after that, and he was like, "Hey, I can't get your front open." And I was like, "Oh my bad, I have it in valet mode, so you can't do
Yeah.
much in the car." I didn't know it locked the front, so I had to like go into the app and unlock, like turn it off so you can get in. But yeah, the top part of the hood is now like wrapped, and he sent me the videos of that. So hopefully by Friday it should be done.
You gotta send me those. I gotta see it. And you're just doing it like, is it like a matte black?
No, it's like it literally looks like glitter that's being poured over the
Shit.
car on top of black. So it's gonna look like it's like the color or the wrap is called galactic black.
Of course it is.
Of course, of course. So it is gonna be. It basically is black with glitter, but the glitter is like iridescent, so it like shifts. So yeah, I'll show it to you later.
Are you gonna are you gonna change like the wheels on it, like the rims and stuff?
Already has black rims, so
Oh,
no need to
yeah.
change that
Okay.
either. It literally was like a blacked out car. Like the windows were tinted, the wheels were black, the paint was black. So yeah,
What's the lowest you can go tint wise there?
I think it's either 20 or 30%. I went the lowest I can go in the state without getting a ticket. But I mean,
Mm-hmm.
here it's very rare you get a tint ticket. And if you do, it's that cop that like has something to prove.
Yeah,
Because
probably has something stuck up his ass.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right. Damn, what's been? I don't know. I haven't really been. Honestly, I really haven't been doing too much. Just planning out like stuff that I want to do around the house. I'm a map out um where so I say probably like August, September, I'm gonna get my whole front done. I'm gonna get rid of that nasty ass mulch because mulch is fucking stupid. I think mulch is the dirtiest shit ever, and it gets old and looks ashy as fuck in your front lawn. So I'm getting rid of that. I'm gonna put down some landscaping, like the landscaping tarp that keeps the weeds away and stuff like that, because the construction company didn't. And I'm gonna put gravel. I want to get like a black gravel in front of the house just to make it accent almost a little bit better. Um, I'm going to see. Probably like a gravel and dirt. You know, our dirt here is really like clay like, has like a mixture, a half, you know, clay and shit like that. So, I have some sunflower seeds, like literally like sunflower seeds, different species of sunflowers that I want to grow, and I want to put those in the front when you first walk in.
Pretty.
Yeah. So I definitely want to do that, and I want to have it so they come back just, you know, just the every year type thing. And then I want to plan out I'm going to be planning out how I'm going to get a fence in the backyard, what kind of fence I want. I don't want to do a wood fence. I really don't, because it just seems old as fuck. I know it's reliable as fuck, but it just seems so old to do just like that regular wood, fence.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking I want to do like metal, like a metal fence, but I want to put like the privacy, like black, like screen on it, like a metal chain fence, and
Mm-hmm.
put like a black, like mesh type thing on it so people can't see through it.
Hmm.
I would want to do that. I remember I told my mom that, and she was like, "That's gonna look tacky, Chris." I was like, "I don't care. Somebody got some shit to say. Fuck them. It's my house." So, so I was
I mean,
like,
it is your house, so
"Yeah, you know, I know wood is a standard and it looks pretty. It looks beautiful. Oh my gosh, whatever."
yeah.
And with the fence, I also want to plan out where I'm gonna put my chickens, because I'm gonna be buying a chicken coop soon. Also, um, I have a number for somebody locally who breeds chickens. They have all different types of species and stuff like that. So I want to get prepared for that, have a good space for them, and make sure that they're just able to just enjoy and just live. You know what I mean? Um, so that's also something that I want to do. And once I get a fence, I might get another dog.
Another dog?
I might. Here where I live, there are a lot of strays and a lot of dogs that are in shelters and stuff like that. So I'm a huge fan of shelter dogs. Huge fan. Because I know that most shelter dogs are pits or pit mixes. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. If somebody says, "Oh, pits are so aggressive," no, they're not. Pit bulls are some of the most pussy ass dogs you will ever get in your life. Pit bulls are afraid of rain. Some pit bulls are cool, like, and they protect. And some of them, it all depends on how they grow up and stuff, and how comfortable they are with you. But most of them are the most biggest babies you'll ever meet in your life. I mean, babies. Somebody breaks into this house right now, my dog is going to walk up to them and smell their crotch. That is it.
Don't do Sunny like that, okay?
She's not doing.
No.
Sorry, she's not
She's
doing
not
shit.
really doing anything. She do anything when I met her.
Yeah, so I need to get a dog that will at least fucking bark, because this one don't. You know what I mean? So
She's
it,
so quiet though. I love her
it
to death.
it's like, I'm like, okay, I would get like something, a second dog, because I have the fence. I can leave them outside for a certain amount of time and they'll be able to chill together and stuff like that. And I'll probably put like something out there that they can just chill the fuck out, and they can come back in and all that crap. So that's really what I've been doing. And I've been watching just some, I was in the mood to watch like a new anime, just some random shit. And I was on Crunchyroll, you know, the library of anime now. There is no competition.
There is.
There is no comp. So I found an anime called
Well,
Bard.
no. I guess Netflix would be its competition.
Yeah,
Kind of.
but I hear you, but you mean like the Netflix original shit?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I understand that. But I saw this anime called Bartender, and man, it's really fucking good, you guys. I'm not gonna sit here and explain the whole shit to you, but if you are a person, I'll put it to you like this: if you like Food Wars and you like
Mm-hmm.
the way in Food Wars they broke down how foods reacted and how the science behind it and how it broke down and everything like that, you'll like this too, because they do the same thing when it comes to mixing and making cocktails. It opened up my
Ooh.
it opened up my mind, because I would never think about that shit, because I'm not a bartender.
Yeah.
And it kind of just opened up my eyes to know, like, bartender, like really good bartenders are good for a reason. Not the shitty shits that fucking, oh yeah, you gotta get, I'm gonna give you your money's worth and you're gonna taste this alcohol. That is not the point of a drink.
I hate that. Like, I don't like tasting the alcohol in my drink. So, like, I agree. Cause,
right.
yeah.
I don't, it's not the point of me getting a drink isn't for me to taste it. It's for me to enjoy it. I don't give a fuck what anybody say. I like drinking sometimes, but if alcohol is not a good, like, it's some alcohols that are actually good because they're made to be good and they are smooth. Some whiskey, some scotches, those have good aftertaste after them. And those aren't chugging type shit. Those are sipping and actually taking in that flavor, right? Cheap shit, leave it. Fuck it. Like bottom shelf shit, whatever. Don't even touch it. Like Burnett's and Burnett's has every fucking flavor that you could think of. Burnett's has a damn fig flavor. They got lychee. They got all this type of flavors that no other place. Like, come on, get the fuck out of here. But anyway, this anime was really good. It opened up my eyes to different drinks.
Yeah.
And yeah, if you guys want to check, I would definitely recommend checking out Bartender. It's good. I've just been watching a lot of stuff this past week. You mind if I keep going?
Keep going.
Okay. So stepping away from anime, there was a series that I also came upon on Max, the HBO Max, or just Max down, called Ren Fair. And it was something else that opened up my eyes to how, like, what happens behind the scenes in these big, like, conventions and Renaissance fairs. This is a Renaissance fair in fucking Texas. And it's been around for almost, I want to say 40, maybe 45, 50 years.
Mm-hmm.
And it all started from this guy. I forgot that motherfucker name, but he old now. He's old now to the point where this motherfucker's like, I want to sell this shit. I want to get married. And I want to just live out the rest of my life and die. He's like, I only got a couple of years to die, to live. And I just want to live. No, the dude's a total asshole. And I just want to live this shit out, right? Watching this whole series remind me of watching The Righteous Gemstones, but it's real life type shit. That's what it reminds me of, right? So this guy, like I said, he wants to get married. He was never married. And within this series, he's like going on dates with like these young ass women. He has like a whole like sheet, like a fill out sheet, like saying like, are your breasts real? Are they real? Are they fake? Like he said, like this is shit that he has on this piece of paper, right? And it was just, he met one woman and she was like, no, they aren't. I did get work done. And he was like, well, this is over. And it was crazy. Like I said, this dude is old, liver spots. One of his eyes goes this way, the other one goes this way. He's looking all fucked up. He reminds me of Stink Meaner from the Boondocks. It's just one eye going this way, one eye going that way, right? He just don't say the N-word. And he runs this he's very just like in his ways, and he talks down to people, but he doesn't recognize it at all. And if somebody were to call him out on it, then he feels a certain way about it, right? So I'm just like, this is crazy. But anyway, old guy aside, whatever. It's like a dude on there who's probably doing drugs. He's like chugging Red Bulls and stuff, rushing and stuff. It's a crazy series to watch, but it just, and there's this other dude in there who's been there for a long time. Him and his wife work there together, and he's like, you know, this job, I've been here all these years. He's like a manager, and this is like my life, and I want to buy the company to keep this going and all this stuff. And his wife the whole time is just like looking at him like, you are such a bitch. You're gonna get on your hands. Right? No, she doesn't say that, but you could tell from the shots that they get of her looking at him. She's just over it. She's like, dude, I'm tired of this shit.
Right.
I don't want to work in this shit anymore. Like, let's do something fucking else. Jesus Christ. Like, grow a fucking backbone, bro. This motherfucker's like, I'll just tell like a glimpse of it. But the old guy fires this guy, right? After working for him for years. And this dude's like crying and stuff. I don't know what I'm going to do. All this experience that I have, I don't know where I'm going to go. All this stuff. And his wife, and he's like, what if I like write him a letter, kind of just saying like, please bring me back. He's like begging and groveling and all that shit. And I'm just like, man, this dude is such a bitch. You better take that experience and go find some other shit. It's crazy. It's
Did
crazy.
he get his job back though?
He got his job back, but it was in a lower position. It's wild. It's the position that the first job he ever got there. That's the position that he has. And somebody else has to manage the spot. It is insane. It's a crazy series. It's crazy. It's called Ren Fair, and it is wild. Like, it's crazy. Like, if you watch it, you're gonna be like, damn, this is like the Righteous Gemstones. Like, it just reminds me of that. This dude lives on this big ass like compound and all this stuff, has tons of cars. All his cars look the same. You know, Tahoes, Cadillacs, shit like that. This dude is worth like $4 million, maybe even more. Right? So and he's only going for younger women, right? So you know damn well these women don't give two fucks about this old man. They know he about to kick the bucket and I'm about to get paid. Yeah, he ain't got no kids, he ain't got shit, right? So it's a crazy fucking series. And also on HBO Max, I watched the kind of like mini documentary about Stax Records in Tennessee. And I know about Stax beforehand. I know about some of the artists like Isaac Hayes, Johnny Taylor, not Otis Redding. Otis Redding, yeah. All that shit. The Barkeys. So it was just crazy watching just how that all started with like a brother and sister starting like a record store, and then they had a studio beside it, and then they just like embraced the community of Black people. They would come in, Black people would just be dancing to music, and then they just started letting Black people record, and they started to make hits, and it was really, really interesting to just kind of see where it goes. You know, Booker T and all that shit. Like, it was good. It was really good. And just seeing their growth, how they were at their highest point. Like, at their highest point, Isaac Hayes was the fucking man, right? Otis passed away, plane crash, all that stuff. So Isaac Hayes was like that nigga, Black Moses. That's what they called that nigga. He was that motherfucker. Isaac Hayes was a fucking genius because he was a great producer and he could write really good shit. And his music was like really like orchestra type shit. It sounds good in the ears, right? So it was just crazy watching it, how they did a whole big ass concert in LA and Watts and all that shit, this huge ass concert They got their own police officers to come because they didn't want that tension from like, LA cops and stuff like that. And it was just a good fucking time to see that. And I think about shit like that now, and I'm just like, man, I don't think it could. I don't think that shit can happen anymore. Like, I mean, you have concerts and stuff outside and shit like that, like Dreamville and all that stuff. But I don't know. It was interesting seeing like all of these black people come together, and it was like just chill shit. We all here for the same reason. We want to hear good music, and we want to have a good fucking time. And it was just good to see. Yeah, I've been watching a lot of shit recently, so that's kind of what has been like the shit. But definitely watch that anime and definitely watch that Ren Fair. If you're not into like soul music and stuff like that, you don't have to watch shit, the stacks, thing. But it's a good look also. But that Bartender anime, man, good shit. And that Ren Fair shit, I think everybody should watch the Ren Fair. If you watch that shit, the next time you go to a convention, just notice shit. Just look around at the people that are wearing all the same shirts. Like, and just notice the people that aren't wearing shirts, but are actually like in the background doing shit. I've worked at a convention before as a photographer. I've done that. That shit is not for the faint of heart. Yes, you get in for free, but nigga, that's free labor. But you get a free ticket. But
they really don't have time to spend it. Like, I know somebody that does photography for like MomoCon.
Yeah.
And like he's always running around, like taking pictures or whatever. And like it was like I didn't go this year, like the year before that and the year before that he was a photographer. And like he barely had time to go like look at panels and do things for himself. Oh. So like yeah.
You really get put the work into those shits. I've never been to a Ren Fair, never been to a Renaissance Fair or anything like that. But you like, I know it's not easy trying to get those started. Like, I can only just imagine how much work went into starting up DreamCon. Like getting that shit started, and then you know that people are gonna come. That's the shit that's crazy. People are gonna come to this shit, big or small, right? Yeah. And then it's just going to grow every year.
Yeah, that's true. But then again, like they had like the opposite problem. Most like cons, they start off small, so they don't know if they're gonna have that attendance. They didn't have a problem with attendance because they had fans.
Yeah,
it's that them learning how to do the business.
Yeah,
and kind of evolving from that.
Yep, I think that's for sure. And I was telling a friend of mine, I was like, that's kind of like one of the big reasons why, like, I'm not like, eager to go to conventions anymore. Yeah. It's just because it's so saturated. It's so many people. Like, I know Dragon Con is a big convention. I expect that. Mm-hmm. I do. Right? But your local shits, like where I am, the Animazements, the Galaxy Cons, like all that shit are insane.
Yeah.
They're insane. Like, tell me if you the way that I can tell when a convention is really packed is when I'm in that vendor room, right? And I'm trying to get to shit, but there are so many people that you just can't get to shit. Yeah. And everybody, you're like, I'm looking like dead ahead of me just so that I don't hit anybody. That's how crazy it is. It's like I'm driving a car in this bitch. it's crazy now. It's really crazy now. Like,
that
and
that
then go ahead.
no, I was gonna say is that like it's like okay. So like we all know like 10 years ago, this was not like the big popular thing. And so it's
No.
grown and expanded so much. So now you have everybody that's getting into like basically stuff that they used to say was not cool,
Yeah.
unpopular. Um, and so the more it becomes more mainstream, the more you're gonna have people coming to these things, and with that brings new people, new energies, new ways of thinking, and yeah, that's what like a lot of like people I know that go to conventions have said. It's just like as you get older, you start seeing like the change in like the attendance and like who's going, and that brings like new vibes, new energies, things
Yeah.
that you may not want to be around and you just don't want to be a part of.
Right.
And so it just makes you really not want to go. And like, yeah, I didn't go to MomoCon this year. I've been like definitely every last year since like 2019, but like stuff that didn't happen in 2020. But anyways,
Yeah.
um, and I'm like, I didn't really go. I'm not that sad about it. And this year, like, I think the only con I'm really going to is TwitchCon. And so, like, eh, I'm not really sad that I haven't been. So,
Right.
like,
Yeah,
okay.
I'm not really tripping on shit like that. For real. Not like that. But when I think about like okay, one convention that so it was one year I was like knocking out conventions. Like I was going to a lot of them shits. I
Yeah.
really was. Like I was knocking shit out. And like locally, I was traveling to go, like all that shit. So I it I want to say it started with I think I went to Animazement that year. I went to GalaxyCon that year. I went to the Playthrough convention that year. These are all local. Then I went to the Queen City.
Mm-hmm.
Went to the Queen City. Even that at that time was packed as fuck, and them niggas were literally in the basement of the hotel. So the whole convention was down a short thing of stairs, and they just had nothing. Here's the shits. It's not a small hotel, but you come in right. Even to get registered, there was a line out the door into the parking garage. I remember this very well, and you go downstairs, and downstairs is where this whole convention was. This whole shits, right? So I'm like, oh, cool, cool, cool. When I tell you, I think they had a game room in that bitch. I think there was a big game room. Yeah, there was a game room. Duh. And you had the panels and all that shit. That place was already packed, and this was during COVID. So you had to take a COVID test, you were wearing a mask, and you had to have your card on you at all times. Right? So that was like I was like, okay, this is going to get very popular very quick. And it's been there for a while. So it's not anything new, but it's just and this was like peak Demon Slayer too. This is like this is this is yo, I you wouldn't even understand how many Demon Slayer cosplay costumes you would that you saw. And and she knows.
Because he met me in my
Yeah,
Demon Slayer cosplay. So,
it
yeah.
was it was it was so much. It was so many people in Zenitsu, Tanjiro. It was so much shit, right? And this is and the funny thing is you can kind of tell like what people read, like the manga and the people that watch the series, because you would see people that dress up as characters that haven't even been like introduced yet, right? And these motherfuckers walk in like, yeah, I'm doing something. Yeah, you see the fit. You don't even know who the fuck I am, nigga. You don't know who the fuck I am. You see me. You see me out here. Who are you supposed to be, nigga? I'm Xiaomi. You don't know where you been. Where you been, yo? Like what? Like that's so funny to me because that shit really happens. You see.
Yep, it really does.
I'm sorry, y'all, because it's just like I said. This is peak Demon Slayer. Like if you weren't watching Demon Slayer, what the fuck were you doing?
Right.
This is peak Demon Slayer. So I'm sorry.
He's not lying at all. Like,
if you thought you were the coolest nigga if you came in there with a character that wasn't even introduced yet. Do you know how many Ring Gokus I saw? Motherfuckers flame the fuck up. Got the whole outfit flame the fuck up. Got the sword with the hilt on it with the flame and shit. Motherfuckers are ready to go. They were like, oh yeah, he had that. That motherfucker had that shit laid out day before, looking at that shit like it was the first day of school. He's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna kill him with this shit. I'm gonna kill him with
shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill him with this shit. These niggas don't know. They don't even know who I am. But I'm gonna show them right now. and then it'd be that one motherfucker. It'd be, all conventions have like the group photo, like the anime group photo and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got, most people that are the same, introduce characters and stuff like that. But then you got the niggas over here, the cool niggas on the side, right? And those are the niggas that like, oh, we ain't here yet, but we coming. You know what I mean? they check it. They in the picture. They in the picture like this. They in the picture like this. We coming. We coming. You don't know yet, but we gonna be in the next season though. Okay. Anyway, I'm sorry. Like I remember I saw a person at a convention and they were dressed up as, what's his name from Chainsaw Man? I forgot his name. It starts with a D, doesn't it? I forgot his name, but I saw somebody dressed up, had the Chainsaw Man outfit and everything like that, and I remember hearing somebody say, "Man, people ain't ready for that yet. People ain't ready. People ain't." This is before it came out, y'all. They were like, "People ain't ready for that yet. People ain't ready for that. They ain't ready. They not ready." Crazy. It's like, I mean, people are very friendly. They'll probably tell you, like, if you were to ask them, like, oh, who you dressed up as? Oh, I'm dressed up from the anime Chainsaw. I'm cosplaying as the character from Chainsaw Man. I don't know. You might meet some motherfuckers that like, nah, don't worry about it. You'll see it. You'll see it. You just watch out. You'll see it though. So it's always that like, oh, this person read.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Speaking of cosplayers, or you have that one person that do like the score like cosplay. This has nothing to do with anime, but it was just it's one of my favorite cosplays ever. So like I watch YouTube. Like that's my primary like streaming platform. So like I watch a lot of locale content, and there's a locale called Christian.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't know, don't go down that rabbit hole. But anyways, so he's apparently racist, right? And there was a black dude at MomoCon who was cosplay as Christian, had the Pikachu necklace and everything. And it was just like the most obscure one, because like you had to know what it was, like to understand the cosplay. And it was just so funny. And I was gonna get a picture, but like by the time I turned around, he was gone. And I was so sad. But yeah,
That's
that was the
crazy.
most interesting one to me that I've ever seen.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, yo. Anyway, conventions are becoming a lot more saturated because they are becoming a lot more popular. Like I said, I understand there are some conventions where I'm like, yeah, that's going to be big. Dragon Con, when it comes up in September, I know
No.
that is going to be crazy.
Huge.
Crazy. And the thing is, Dragon Con takes into consideration the space because they have about 3 or 4 floors.
It's buildings. It spans buildings.
Yeah, of stuff of room. So because they know what's coming. People come out of town to go to these conventions.
It's like one of the largest. It's like in the top 10 of largest conventions in the United States. Yeah.
So it's it's expected. But your local shits, you got to think people are driving into town to go to your local shits, right? And then I was telling my friend that, and I was like, it's just too crazy. And she was like, you know that they're building a new convention center though, right? And I was like, what? And she was like, yeah. And I was like,
because you got conventions for everything now. Like it's not just
yeah.
anime and gaming. Like there's true crime conventions, there's hacker conventions, and like tech conventions, and like if you convention it or whatever, like influencer conventions. If you can like put people in a room, they're conventioning in it. Like it's.
I mean, shit, we got furry conventions here in like in Raleigh and Chapel Hill.
Y'all would. I'm proceeding on. All right. What else we gotta talk about?
Yeah, like that's real shit. Like real shit.
I'm not going down that rabbit hole.
Hold on, wait. No, there's a website, right, where it shows you all the conventions in each state. And honestly, you can go back to like the 1940s and it shows you all the conventions that happened, right? Very little shits. But I was just like, oh, I wonder what new conventions are coming up this year in the state that I live in. And I'm like, furry convention. The fuck? Okay, all right. Hey, more power to you. No, I ain't going. More power to you. Look, I know motherfuckers put a lot of money into those shits.
Those suits are not cheap at all.
I be damn. Look, I already got this shit. I be damn if I'm walking around in some big ass suit, sweating and shit. I already sweat a lot anyway. The fuck? I don't want to be in that shit. But yeah, when you go to the conventions and the bigger that it is, you kind of have to think about like, I mean, you don't have to because you're there to enjoy it, but just take into consideration to think about like the people that are working in the background of the shits and the volunteers and all that shit. Like some people, most of the people that are on staff, that's their bread and butter. Like they travel with the convention. Like GalaxyCon, well, it used to be Raleigh SuperCon. GalaxyCon now, they travel to like Richmond. I think they travel to like Florida and just a whole bunch of different states. And they just keep moving. Yeah. So it's wild. It's wild. But nah, peak Demon Slayer time is crazy. The cosplays were probably just sold out. Like every figurine. Like I got fucking figurine, like Demon Slayer figurines still in the box that I haven't even opened up. And I still want to get all of them. I got one right here. I got one right here. Like, this is my favorite character in the whole series. And we just saw it, like, literally in the past 2 episodes, we just saw his ass. So I'm like, man, look, peak when an anime is at its peak and you at the convention and you're dressed up in that shit. Oh, nigga, it's a gang. It's a gang. Y'all, it's a gang. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I know people. I know that's gonna make a clip. I know it's gonna make a clip, and it's going to be so fucking funny. Cause that's real shit, man. Real shit. Any anime that's like popular and it's like peak shit, like I can't even. I mean, Demon Slayer is still at peak shit right now, but I can't even like. I don't even know. I need to get back. I need to get back into my shits too. I feel like I'm losing. I need to know what's like the popular shit nowadays. I think My Hero always, unfortunately, My Hero. what, what, what if that was like? What if like you had your own like list and like you gave it to a guy like, hey, fill this out, please. And then one of your questions on there was like, what's the acronym for what is it? MHA? Yeah, MHA, right? Yeah. You were like, how do you feel about MHA? And they're like, oh my gosh, like my favorite character is this. Out of here.
Next.
Wrong answer, nigga. You're gone.
Bye.
Yeah, hit the fuck out, hit the road, man. Get out of here. You could have said anything else. You could have said any other anime. You know what I mean? You could have said Sword Art Online. Shit.
Okay. Like, that's kind of like how I am. It's like, oh, you game? What do you think about gaming? It's like, and they say like, oh, I don't. Oh, okay. I'm gonna talk to you later.
Yeah.
Why? We're not gonna have much in common.
Oh shit, man. It, man. See, now I'm sitting here trying to think about like what other, like you're always gonna see like in Dragon Ball. You're always gonna see like, you know, the staples and
you always gonna see your Akatsuki game. Like you always gonna
see. Somebody went on Amazon real quick and was like, fuck, I need a cosplay. And they just bought a starter pack. Right? You get the starter pack shit. And like you get the robe and shit, and then you're like, yeah, I got this shit. I got it the size that I need, and that bitch still don't fit, and it's cheap and it rips. Trust me, I know because I've done it. Like I've been on the quick show. Like, damn, I need a fucking like when you're like, I'm not gonna cosplay this shit. But then when it gets closer, you're like, fuck, man, I'm gonna cosplay something. But then you sit there and you're like, but I ain't got the time. I don't have the time to get anything. So then what you do is, because I've done this, you go online and you're like, what are the quickest cosplays that I can come up with in the next couple of days, right? So either you're dressing up as an Akatsuki, you're dressing up as L from or those are like quick. All you need is a white tee and some pants, and you're good. And you just need to like, honestly, if you got, and if you got the lot, you can just put your hair over your face, and you're good. Right. Like easy shit. I think another quick easy one is Inosuke, right? I think Inosuke is the easy one
because everybody can't do Inosuke. Like
everybody can't, but they will, and that's fine. You know what I mean? Go ahead, do what you got to do. You do what you do. But I think those are like easy shits. Easy shits. Like, I think I wanted to do a Conan Edogawa from Case Closed, one of my favorite animes. And his outfit is actually pretty simple. Bow tie, a vest, and he wears shorts with the vest. Right? It's really simple, but you got to get all that shit together, and I want to get like the right bow tie color. right? I think that's a pretty good one. But you got some, you gotta really put some thought into that shit. You can't be on some. You can't be on some like, yeah, I'm gonna dress up as Vash the Stampede, and I'm gonna get that shit done in like 2 days. Where the fuck you gonna get that jacket? Where you gonna get that jacket? You ain't getting that jacket no time soon. Oh yeah, I want to dress up as an Assassin's Creed character. Now you can't go on Amazon and you can get that Assassin's Creed shit just like you can get the Akatsuki shit. But just know you're buying some shit that's gonna rip really fast. Oh man. But nah. Cosplay whatever you want, you guys. Just if you're gonna do it, do it. Don't wait till last minute.
Just do it.
Don't wait till last minute, please. Please don't wait till last minute. Dress comfortable. Do not wear the shoes that those motherfuckers wear. Wear something comfortable. Oh, you know another easy character that's really easy? All you need is dog tags, and you need just like some like plastic weapons. Is oh, I forgot his name. He's from Gangster. Gangster.
Oh, are you talking about like the deaf boy?
The what?
The deaf brother or whatever.
Yeah. The one with the lots of shit. Easy. He's an easy one. All you need is dog tag. If you got the lots, you're already halfway there. Yeah. But nah. Yeah.
I need season 2.
Damn, I don't think you're gonna get one.
You're never gonna get one, but it needs one. Sad because I actually like that anime.
Do you think that doing cosplay from Jujutsu Kaisen is easy?
You know, I don't know. Like, I really haven't put much thought into like doing one.
Yeah.
Even if it would be like easy or not. I mean, it would probably depend on what character. Like, if you're doing like Goju, like okay, then you got some things you gotta like figure out. But like, yeah.
What's the other dude's name? What's his old like friend?
Talking about like the I can't think of his name. But talking about like
the one with the purple like the purple joint around his neck and stuff in his waist, and all he wears is just like a pair of black pants and a t-shirt.
Yeah,
he's his father. Fuck, what's his name? Homeboy's father, the motherfucker that can make the animals come.
Yeah, I don't remember his name, but I know
his dad, basically his dad, and his cosplay is pretty easy too. Here's the thing with his cosplay though. I think the big thing for me when it comes to cosplays, this is just me personally. I want to be like, if I know I'm going to be doing something and I plan it out ahead of time and I know I have to be in a certain shape to do it. Oh, I'm going to get in that shape so I can look good in that shit. Right? Like, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it.
You're going to do it.
I'm going to do it. Oh yeah, I'm going to do it. But you want to be like, I wouldn't, nothing against it, but if you're going to do Baki, you gotta do Baki right. You gotta do Baki. You gotta do Baki, man. If you're gonna do Baki, you gotta do Baki, or you can do Baki in a whatever outfit that he has, or whatever cosplay that he has, or whatever. You know, you can do it any way you want to, but I don't know. For me, if I'm gonna do a cosplay, I wanna do the damn thing. You know what I mean? That's just me. I want to do that. If I want to dress up as an assassin, if I want to dress up as Connor from Assassin's Creed, I want legit shit so that I know it's gonna last. And if I wanted to just, you know, go to like a local con and just put it on, I can. That's the one thing about like doing a cosplay, like having the materials, like good materials and stuff, because you can just reuse them later.
Mm-hmm.
that Akatsuki shit that you get from Amazon, I'm gonna tell you, I tell you what you get because I've done it. You get the jacket, the bitch don't fit all the way. You get the you get the band, you get the band, right? Or you get the mask shit, right? It's not the best. It ain't. It's not. I think people can get away with like a good Luffy. I think doing a Trafalgar. I think doing a Trafalgar is tough. It's hard to do a Trafalgar because Trafalgar, most of his best outfits are like him with his hat, and he's wearing like warm shit, like stuff with like fur around it and all furry stuff. Hold on. Yeah, he has a couple alterations where he's like wearing a hoodie and like blue pants and boots and stuff like that. But you gotta have that hat for Trafalgar. You have to have that hat. If you don't have the hat, you're not Trafalgar. Sorry. You're not. You have to have the hat. Nigga. Oh, you have to have the hat. You have to have this hat. If you're oh shit. If you're gonna do his cosplay. His sword. If you can get his sword that long, gotta have the sword, gotta have all that shit. Actually, it's probably one of my favorite shits. Actually, I would love to get that hoodie. Actually, as soon as we're done with this, I'm gonna go online and see if I can find this hoodie.
I knew that was coming.
Yeah, that's a good hoodie. I've seen a lot of people definitely doing him, but not with the whole suit, just with the blue button down and his like cheetah print tie.
Yeah.
And then honestly, I'm just giving ideas now. If you guys want to be on some really cool shit, I would do, if you could, do the lo-fi girl from the YouTube shit. I think that would be sick. Or you could do the chill hop raccoon with just the hoodie, the blue jeans, and the headphones. Like, it works. It'll work. I'm pretty sure you'll get a lot of compliments on it. For sure. Also, if you don't know, Lo-Fi Girl, the Lo-Fi channel with the Lo-Fi Girl, they have a new a new stream going on, like a live stream with medieval lo-fi. And when I tell you it is good, it is good. It's good. It's really good. The medieval lo-fi, I was like, whoa, what? This shit hits though. Because they have like the synthesizer lo-fi shit, which is really good. I'm not the biggest fan anymore of the lo-fi girl like hip hop beats because they're kind of like really like whimsical hip hop beats. They're not like really like boom bap type shit. But the medieval shit hits. I love chill hop because it has those type of boom bap type of lo-fi beats. There's another one called Fantastic Music. The one thing about Fantastic Music though is that they just play the same shit over and over again. So it's really nothing new.
It's not bad, actually.
Yeah, right.
I'm doing it right now.
Yeah, you're like, whoa, how the fuck they do that? And it's weird that I just read this, like, watched this Renaissance Fair shit, and now I'm hearing this. Look, don't get me started. I might start a black Renaissance Fair, Afro Fair or some shit, and I'll be playing this shit on the just playing that shit. Man, that shit will be fire. Shit, don't get me started.
Oh god, not a bad idea. Might be fun.
Yeah, I feel like I did a lot of talking this episode.
That's good. They can hear you for an episode. All right.
Yeah, you're next. You're gonna be talking a lot on the next one.
No.
Yes. Oh man, but yeah. Is there anything else that you wanted to add?
No. This was a long episode, you guys, 1 hour and 4 minutes. So
Yeah. You streaming tonight?
nope.
No.
No.
Nope. Yeah. Like I said, thanks for listening, you guys. This one, Lexi usually send me a message saying like, all right, what are we going to talk about? And I'm like, honestly, the shit that we go through during the week, we can talk about that shit. That shit just works. So like I said, thank you for listening again, and we will see you guys later.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
See you guys next time.